Hello everyone, my name is Jenna. Welcome to your new yoga space. Today in our yin practice, we're taking our time. We're learning to breathe with intention and pace ourselves. Oftentimes when we come to our mats or any kind of task in life, we are rushing to get it done just to say we've completed the task. Today I want you to come with a new mindset of actually savoring this moment, listening to your body, and taking your time. So since we are doing a yin practice today, I want you to be comfortable first. With yin, you can begin to get a little bit cold. You know, it's completely normal to get a little bit chilly in this practice. So now's your opportunity. You can pause this video, go get a comfortable hoodie, put some socks on, and I recommend removing any jewelry you might have on your wrists or any earrings that might be too long that could get in the way. Go ahead and take your time, get nice and cozy. And then whenever you're ready, just come to a comfortable seat. A comfortable seat can look like anything. It can be crisscross, heroes pose, whatever works for you. And we're going to ground down today's practice with the sound of breath to begin. So I want you to bring your palms down to your lap, have them face the sky in an act of receiving, right? Receiving energy, receiving change, and also as a sign of vulnerability. If you feel comfortable, you can gently close your eyes and take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale from your mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And release. Just keep this breath. Breathe on your own. There are times where, in those moments of rushing, feel like you're losing a sense of control. Having control is important. But in your life, if you feel like you're grasping to control something, in this moment, gain some control by controlling your breath. And if that's the only thing that you control today, that's a huge accomplishment. If you closed your eyes, gently begin to open them. And I want you to bring your gaze over your left shoulder. And go as far as what's comfortable to you. And as you do this, I want you to be mindful of your shoulders. Whether you're starting to slouch forward, tuck your shoulders back. And oftentimes when we create a rotation, that same side wants to come with you. Keep your shoulder down. Even if you need to bring your hands, that's okay. But we're gonna hold here for a few breaths. You can begin to feel any kind of warmth as you hold here. Maybe you feel some warmth going down your right side. You might not yet. But if that ever comes up in this practice, that is a good thing. It is normal. That is your facial tissue, this internal webbing that covers us from head to toe. And when that webbing is worked and stretched, it tends to get warm. Bring your gaze back to center. And then look over your right shoulder. You might notice immediately that one side is so much tighter than the other. And that's okay. Show this side a little bit more kindness. When we talk about setting boundaries, we oftentimes don't apply that to ourselves. We project that out into the world with our relationships with other people instead of creating boundaries with ourselves by listening to our bodies. Bring your gaze back to center. Just take a moment. Be sure not to tuck your chin. Keep your chin nice and proud. Take your left hand to your right temple. And you're going to gently lower your left ear down towards your shoulder. Again, if you feel like your right shoulder wants to come with it, just hold it down in place. Breaths here. If you find yourself at all naturally closing your eyes, that's totally fine. I've taken some classes in the past where they were like, no, you must keep your eyes open for the entire practice. Why? If you feel safe and comfortable, close your eyes. You're internalizing your practice. Go ahead and come back to center, release everything down. And then moving your right hand to your left temple. Gently lower your right ear down. Just a few more breaths here. And go ahead and release to center. Now, without using your hands as guidance, I want you to lower your left ear towards your shoulder And then you're going to rotate your chin to point diagonally towards your armpit. Okay, keeping both shoulders back and down. Your hands can be wherever you want in this practice. You can do one hand on heart, one hand on belly, hands on your lap or mat. Slowly come back to center. And we'll do the other side. Lower your right ear down towards your shoulder. And then when you're ready, you need to rotate your chin to point down towards your armpit. Back up. Now in this moment, if you are finding that the comfortable seat you chose at the beginning of this practice just is not working anymore, go ahead and adjust. Find your new comfortable seat if you need to. Once you find your new seat, plant your left hand down on your mat, bring your right arm up and over. Now you can stay here if this feels fine. Or you can begin to walk your left hand out a bit further. Maybe you can lower it down to your forearm. What you don't want to do in this pose is begin to lift your butt, your hip up off of your mat. Try to keep everything planted. You're creating space in between your ribs, creating length here in the side body. And this is one of those postures where you can play with your gaze. If you're feeling a lot of strain looking forward, try looking up. Does that feel better? Or do you feel more strain? If you do, maybe look down. Try to be mindful as we hold here. If you start to dump forward, try to keep that right shoulder back. If you lower down onto your forearm, go ahead and lift up and come all the way back up to seated. Other side. Plant down your right hand, left arm comes up and over. If you get a couple crickety pops on the way up, that's okay. I always view the body cracking as it creating space for fluid to rush in. Maybe that area was a little dehydrated and needed this sort of stretch. Kind of open the door. Nice lubrication. And oftentimes the facial tissue in between our ribs is dehydrated and forgotten because we're not constantly reaching all day. You know, we're not doing this motion all day long to work those muscles, work those tissues. So it's important every now and then to just take a minute or two. few more breaths here. If you lower down onto your forearm, go ahead and press up. And then rotate all the way back to center. So now we've worked all the way down to our ribs. We're going to start to work on our stomach and intestines. Give them a little bit of love too. So I want you to take your arms nice and wide. Take up lots of space, your beautiful wings. Hold here for just a moment. And then as you begin to bring your arms out in front of you, you're going to wrap your right arm underneath your left and create your eagle arms. It's okay if you can't wrap all the way up. That's okay if you can only do this. Just create a small bind of creating the cross. Keep your elbows lifted, shoulders down. Allow your belly to be soft. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill all the way up. And as you exhale, I want you to bow forward. And going down as far as it's comfortable to you. Keeping your belly soft the entire time. As you do this, you are not only giving a little bit of attention to the organs that do so much for you every day, you're also going into a really difficult area to focus on, which is inside the shoulder blade. Creating eagle arms, creating this bind with your arms, is one of the few postures that can actually get into the tissue underneath your shoulder blade. Inhale all the way back up. Release your bind, take your arms out nice and wide. Take up that space. And then bring your arms into center. Your left arm is going to come underneath your right. Create your bind. Again, elbows are up, shoulders down. Inhale, fill all the way up. Exhale, bow forward. Sometimes the most difficult part of a posture like this is genuinely allowing your belly to be soft. We are so frequently told that, you have to have this washboard body. But it is perfectly normal to have a stomach. It is there for a reason. Allow it to relax. You don't have to flex all the time. That's playing with the ego mind. Allow your body to be at ease when you come to your mat. And the more you do that, the more it will start to transfer off of the mat. Inhale all the way back up. Release your bind, take your arms out nice and wide. And then bring them down to your sides. I want you to come down onto your back, so rotate however you are on your mat. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, knees are going to go nice and wide. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana, or your reclined butterfly. Again, if you get any kind of pops, that's okay. I don't know if you can hear my hips popping. That's all right. And if you're comfortable with your arms down to your sides, you can keep them there. Or you can bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Give yourself that physical touch, that sense of security and comfort, and that beautiful reminder that you are here. Slowly bring your knees together, hug them into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then gently rock from side to side. Whenever you are ready, go ahead and take up the length of your mat. Extending your legs nice and long. Arms come down to your sides, palms face the sky. Again, if you feel comfortable, gently close your eyes and settle in for Shavasana. Gently begin to bring awareness back into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Just slowly rocking your head from side to side. Hug your knees into your chest. Again, giving yourself a nice big hug for showing up for yourself today. Lower down to one side. Come into your sleepy baby. With whichever hand landed off top, press up into a seated position. Bring your hands down to your lap. Have your left hand face down. Your right palm will face the sky. It's an act of being grounded, also accepting new energy and opportunity today. And we will close our practice with the sound of breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale from your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Last one together. Bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will be posting these videos every Tuesday and Thursday.